Now, how do you document your life without being awkward? Because when you first start filming yourself, it feels illegal. You feel like everyone's watching you. It looks cringe. People are judging you, and your friends are gonna roast you. Listen, I've been there, and if you've ever pulled your phone out in public and immediately put it back in your pocket, this video is for you. Here's the reality. It will always feel awkward at the start. Just like any beginner at anything, it'll always feel a little weird and you're gonna feel like a loser. Not because you're bad at it, but because you're doing socially uncommon. Humans are like sheep. They are wired to avoid standing out. Whipping out a camera, whether it's your phone or a giant mirrorless setup, makes you feel like you're on stage. But here is the flip side. Everything that will drastically change your life feels so weird at the beginning. So instead of trying to remove the awkwardness completely, we reduce it. There are workarounds. If you don't document your life at all right now, don't jump into daily vlogging. Start with photos. Going to work, at work, your coffee break, the gym, your laptop, your friends laughing, because you're training your brain to see moments as recordable. You're building awareness, and subconsciously, you're training your eye. You're learning photography techniques, framing, lighting, composition, and timing. Once photos feel normal, which at this point, if you're not overly socially anxious, you're probably here already. Put your phone out on the ground, hit record, walk away, place it against a water bottle. Don't stare at it, don't perform, just exist, do whatever you're doing, and let it record 20 to 60 seconds of your life. Working, typing, stretching, lifting weights, cooking, training, whatever. It doesn't have to look cinematic. This isn't Netflix, it's documentation. And here is something important. Raw is more powerful than polished because polished feels staged, raw feels real. If you know, you know. Now let's talk about the real problem. You think people care, but they don't. I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying that because it's freeing. Everyone is in their own world. They're thinking about their job, their relationships, their insecurities, their problems. You pulling out a camera is not gonna do anything. You're a background character in their day. They're gonna forget about you unless you're being disruptive or invading privacy. Nobody cares. And the only way to truly internalize that, exposure. You press record, nothing bad happens. You don't die, you don't explode, you don't get arrested, you do it again and again, and suddenly it's normal. Confidence is repetition. So now maybe you're not anxious, maybe you just hate using your cell phone. It dies fast. Storage fills up, it's awkward to set up, quality feels subpar. If you're serious about documenting your life, you need a dedicated filming tool. Now, there's tons of videos on what type of camera system you need to invest your money on, but for me, I invested in a DJI Osmo Action 4. It's small, it's durable, it does the job, it's more discreet than a cell phone, it's got better stabilization, and it's got better image quality than my iPhone 16, for example. And the biggest difference, it feels intentional. When you pick up a camera, your brain switches into being a creator. The mental shift matters more than people realize. If you can afford it, please do not cheap out on your primary tool. The DJI Osmo Action 4 is probably one of the cheapest things you can buy as a dedicated camera. And if you can't afford anything else, just get a job, honestly. I don't know what else to tell you. Now, for me, I picked up the DJI Osmo Action 4 Adventure Combo, which includes the extra batteries, the selfie stick, and I also picked up a little tripod legs for cheap. It gives me cool creative angles. It allows me to set up pretty much anywhere. It is quite weak, so wind might blow it over, but as long as you know what you're doing and you know how to film, you know how to work around that. But you do need something reliable. Now, audio. Very important. If you're filming yourself and chucking music over it, it's fine. No one cares. But if you're talking to the camera, if you want to talk to the camera, or if you want to be mic'd up playing basketball in the gym or making coffee, you want to get a dedicated microphone. I use the DJI Mic Mini. This is the cheapest, best microphone setup you can have. Bad audio makes good footage look cheap. Clear audio makes average footage feel premium. Please do not waste money on random $10 lapel mics from Temu. I've done that before. It's now e-waste. If you're documenting your life long term, treat it like a craft. Don't treat it like you're trying to create the cheapest setup possible. So what do you actually film? This is where people overthink. You don't need an extraordinary life. You can be as boring as possible. Pick one day of the week. Pick the most interesting day of the week. Film small moments from morning to night, waking up, making coffee, checking your emails, lifting weights, meeting your mates, scrolling through TikTok at night, whatever. Or just collect the most interesting stuff you filmed during the week and splice them together and edit them in any software, CapCut, DaVinci Resolve, whatever it is. Documentation isn't about flexing, it's about archiving your evolution. One day, you're gonna look back and be grateful you pressed record. So now we're gonna get on to settings, some practical advice, some technical stuff. If you're using something like the DJI Osmo Action 4, the Pocket 3, a GoPro, an Insta360, or even a dedicated mirrorless setup, film at 2.7K or lower. Film at 2.7K 24 frames per second or even 1080 at 24 frames per second. Why? Number one, it saves storage. Number two, it saves battery. Number three, looking cinematic isn't about the resolution. It's about the color science of the camera sensor itself. And number four, it's also perfect for social media export. Most people do not need 4K. When you're watching YouTube, you're probably at 1080 or 720. Instagram and TikTok compress it to 1080 anyway. Higher resolution does not automatically mean better storytelling. Consistency does, practice does, and if you're still stuck, here is the reality. Here's a quick recap. Number one, it gets easier with repetition. Number two, you don't have to post everything. You can post your gym highlights. You don't have to post yourself brushing your teeth. Number three, smaller cameras feel better because they are smaller, they are more discreet, and you're not gonna look like you're filming a movie, and it's less intimidating. Number four, people do not care unless you're invasive or you're at a sacred location and it explicitly tells you to not record. Just follow the rules. Number five, people actually like being on camera, especially kids. They're gonna be weird, they're gonna say 6'7", they're gonna be retards. And a lot of adults will actually praise you for recording yourself because they're being inspired by the action you're taking because they want to film themselves too. Like this drone shot right here. A drone is one of those electronic devices that is on the fence of being socially acceptable and unacceptable. And even then, people still see it and people still wave at it and it's fine. And it's as long as you're not flying in their face, it's cool. Number six, documenting makes you accountable. Let's say you want to film your boxing session and you're recording yourself, you're going to automatically try hard because you know you're going to post on social media, YouTube, whatever. You don't want to look like you're half-assing it. You know what I mean? Number seven, you're going to attract people who are on the same path as you, who record themselves. Either they're more for professional work like videography or vloggers, all types of people. You're going to attract people and you're going to inspire people to create content. Number eight, this is a famous quote that you've probably seen on social media. Your friends are going to think it's cringe until you blow up and succeed. And that's facts. I've been on both ends of making fun of people and being made fun of, and that's okay. And if they never understand, they don't need to. It's fine. You're building something for your future self. The only real mistake is all the moments you could have recorded but didn't. But guess what? You have lots more stuff to record in the future, so don't feel too bad about them. But that is something to note. If you want to record something, record it. It's not going to matter. If this video helped you out a lot, press record tomorrow or even later on. You don't have to post it straight away. At the end of the day, it's a documentation. It's a visual diary, not flexing on social media. Like the video if you found this video valuable. Subscribe if you're trying to build something. Turn on post notifications. My name is Cyrus, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.